Smurf. Yeah. He been politicking for a minute, don't know who to trust. I got models in my DM, don't know who the fuck. I told her come to ATL, she say it's 2 of us. Bitch, don't miss your flight, you know that's groupie love. Oh, I can't pay no bills, don't get that coochie up. Phone them selling real exotic, get that dookie up. While the odds be saying my name like they be cool with us.
What they
If
saw
you ain't got
in the
more than the mill, you
preseason
ain't
today,
with us.
and now he comes
Why
in
you
with his
rapping
team
about a
down,
switch? You ain't got a
and he
switch.
goes over the middle, and if Dunbar held on to that, that's a spectacular first and 10. Deggy, another completion, this one to Dunbar, just up just shy of the end zone.
What artist this? I want my ops, don't want to sign them no more. I had to fall back off the drink cause I was sounding too slow. The plug dropped me out some pounds, I made them
What's going on, guys? It's your host, Romello Brooker, here with another episode of Athlete Aftermath. Now, I know we've been, kind of missing out on a little time, so I do apologize for that. We did have a week of intermission, but we've been kind of behind, just due to some personal issues. That's neither here nor there. Today, we got a very special guest on our podcast today. This guy, obviously, y'all know I usually say, my brothers, but, this guy, my brother, man, former roommate and current roommate. There's a lot I can say about this guy as well, man. One of the hardest workers I've ever seen on the football field. Again, we came in together in the college together, playing both receiver. He's done some great, amazing things on the field. Made some great plays on the field. Went off to play in the NFL for his first 2 years. Then went ahead and went on in CFL, still continuing his pro career in the CFL for, I believe, 3 to 4 years, huh? 3 to 4 years. Also, we've also touched the XFL. First time coming around, and he's played in that league about twice now. But again, one of the hardest workers I've ever seen on the field. Wide receiver, entrepreneur as well. Steven Dunbar, man, what's going on, man? You all right?
What's up, my brother?
You all right? How you been,
bro.
man? How you been?
I'm blessed, bro.
Yeah.
Blessed.
How life
Can't
treating you,
complain
man?
too
How life
much.
treating you?
Life be lifing, man. I ain't gonna lie, but it could always be worse. I'm blessed. I got my family, I got my kids,
100%.
got my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed, bro.
For sure, man. For sure, man. Well, obviously, man, I know you've been kind of following, the podcast, and
For sure.
you know what I'm saying. We've been doing some big things here, man. But definitely intrigued and excited about getting your story on here too, man. So just tell me a little bit about again how things been going, man. As far as what you're doing right now. Obviously, usually we talk kind of the transition from sports to now life after sports. Now, is that something that you can relate to? Well, talk to me a little bit about that. What's going on with you right now in life, man?
Yeah, most definitely, bro. I think football has been throughout my career, bro. It's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been times where I felt like giving up, times where I felt like I was on top of the world. I mean, but I think where I'm at right now is really just uncertain, bro. It's as you were saying, I finished up in Canada. I got released from Edmonton this last season that just passed, and went and tried to play in the UFL. Ended up getting released third week. So I'm just kind of in a place where I'm like, man, I don't know. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? I'm gay football a lot, and it's just getting to that place where I'm a little tired, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
As far as time, man, you talking about the mental capacity, the physical capacity. Like, what do you kind of elaborate on that when you say you're tired, man?
I think, like, body-wise, I feel great. Like, I'm in shape. I can play. I have a lot more ability to play in my, like, body-wise. Like, it's nothing physically that's the issue. I think it's just the mental strain that the game puts on you, man. Like, when you're dealing with, all the ups and the downs and the things that come with football. Just kind of talk about that. Just some of the political issues that you got going on with people. Dealing with coaches and sometimes people that's just, to be honest, bro, just not really good at their job or lazy, or you're dealing with teammates that don't perform well that have an effect on your performance, or just a lot of stuff that's like you go out and you work hard and then you turn around and you like, somebody sweeps something up from under your feet. It becomes kind of devastating. So I'm tired of that kind of aspect of it, man. Just dealing with the stuff that's kind of like out of my control. Um, and of course, I've dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? I've you know stuck with it for years, and it's just like at a certain point, it's like you give so much to a game, and it's like after a while, you're like, man, I want to see a return from it. If not, it's other things in life that I can contribute to in the world. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where it's at.
Man, from what it sounds like, man, it sounds like you obviously still got a little more in the tank, man, as far as the sports go. Usually we talk about that transition, man, but as far as even the mental capacity, like how is this transition right now, man? Would you say it's easy? Would you say it's hard as far as the mental barriers of it? Because obviously, like you said, you can physically still play, but on the mental side of it, how is this? Is this becoming easy, bro? Is it becoming hard for you? You know what I'm saying? How is it right now?
Oh no, it's hard, bro.
Yeah,
it's hard because you've been playing the game for 20 plus years, and it's almost like you don't realize that your life's so centered around that game in places that you don't even realize. Like from say for instance, like things that you got yourself going that motivated you to get up early and work out, to how you treated your body when you ate, and how you handle people in the world. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff was just predicated on like, oh, I'm a public figure, I'm an athlete. You know what I'm saying? There's certain ways I gotta move, a certain way I gotta eat, a certain way I gotta live. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go to thinking about like, that not being there no more, and I was like, damn, I'm just working out because I'm trying to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just working out because it's good for me. So I'm just eating well because it's good for me. I'm just being a good person off the the purity of just what type of energy I want to put out in the world. So it's just that transition internally that's tough. Not that I wouldn't do those things regardless, but it's just different when you have nothing. It's almost like a bowling and you don't got the rails up no more. You know what I mean? It's like if you got it and nobody ain't really paying attention to it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If you strike, it's like cool. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I guess it's hard though, man. Like it's nice in days where you know barely sleep, barely eat. It's tough. You know what I mean? It's tough. It's real depressing. It's sometimes where you feel like your identity is so tied up into this game, into this sport, into what comes with it that you don't really know who you are in a sense. You forget who you are, like internally as a person, the things that you're interested in, the people that genuinely are your friends, and the people that just kind of was around because
the sport
you
itself,
had something going on.
all the benefits of it.
Yeah, so you deal with that. I would say it's probably one of the hardest transitions I'm making in my life, or at least considering to make in my life. It's been something I've been thinking about for a couple of years now. But it's tough, bro. Yeah, and I could definitely, like, at first I would hear about athletes, dealing with mental health so bad when they finish playing sports, bro, and it was like, is that bad? And it's like almost kind of like scary from the like while you still playing,
outside looking in,
it was a little scary. Like you don't want to really embrace that. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's gonna come to the end, but to see, what my thought process has been over the last couple of years, I can see why guys get to that place because, like some of the points that I touched on, man, nobody can really fix that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have people that love you, your mother, your kids, the people that mean the world to you, and you know you mean the world to them. But this, I don't know, it's an aspect about walking away from the game or walking away from that life that is like it's almost stripping you of like, I don't know, stripping you of something, a piece of you, a large piece of you.
Because of all the time put in, though. So it's it's crazy you even say that, man. Because again, that's kind of like the reason I even created this podcast in general, man, is because of no matter what level you played on, what I'm saying, as far as an athlete, every athlete is gonna their sport is gonna come to an end. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, there's a lot of athletes like you and me, you know what I'm saying, that go through that transition, and you even mentioned depression, and the mental health aspect of it. I'm huge on mental health. You know what I'm saying? So this again, that's the reason I even created this platform for people to be able to have a safe space to talk about the way that they're feeling in those times. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it's crazy. I had a conversation recently, man. Just talking with another guy that played ball. And he said, bro, football is like the girl that never left you back. You know what I'm saying? Like you put so much time into this girl. You know what I'm saying? You love her to death. You become obsessed with her, and she'll never love you back. You know what I'm saying? And you know this, but you continue to love her, looking for something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they use the the acronym NFL. They use that as not for long. You know what I'm saying? NFL really stands for not for long. The average career is 3 years, I believe. Um, and obviously, there's other opportunities after the NFL, man. But again, like even not even just mentally, the physical barrier of it, man. You see LeBron now, he's 39, almost 40. You know what I'm saying? LeBron's still at peak level, but at some point, bro, he's not gonna be able to play the game no more. You know what I'm saying? It's also a physical barrier to it as well, man, where you can't push past that no more. You can't play as you used to, when you were younger. But just getting back to, where we're at with it, man. Again, you're still physically able to play the game. So I know that could be kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? It's tough because I'm just keeping it book. Like right now, I probably wouldn't be able to get out there right now and still get
I don't
nobody.
know,
Still
bro.
fall over, say,
Like 6 weeks.
no, that's not true. True, true enough. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty athletic, man. But again, like I mentioned in the beginning, you've always been, very professional, very on top of your thing when it came to the football field and even off the field. You know what I'm saying? One of the hardest workers I've ever seen on the field. So with you putting in all that hard work, all that extra work, you know what I'm saying? I know that could be a toll on you mentally. You know what I'm saying? But even with that, bro, let's kind of dive into. Usually, obviously, you say you've been following, but usually, we do the dark times. So let's go ahead and go into the dark times, man, or any dark times you feel like you kind of had, man. And we're going to talk specifically on the field or in the game itself. Usually everybody has dark times in life, but we're going to talk about the field itself. Just kind of tell me about a dark time, man, that you kind of had, or again a hard time that you had, just in the sport of football, man, that kind of pivoted you to kind of get you where you are right now, man.
Wow. The dark time. There's been a lot. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna say a lot. Let's not say that. It's been some more than one time. I feel like.
And would you say trying times, or would you say kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Again, because even with these times, you know what I'm saying, kind of gives you a different perspective on life after you learn that lesson coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
just pick a kind of a highlight, moment that you remember off the top of your head.
I probably would say this last football season. I think I probably was the hardest time for me. I think one I had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life
Mm-hmm.
that was not going well. And I had recently, like maybe like when I was in Hamilton, I think it was maybe like 6 months prior or maybe 8 months prior, I had started like got diagnosed with depression and started taking what they call those things, antidepressants, and I was on that, and I had kind of decided to get off those, and then came back to Houston, kind of started feeling a little bit better, got around my family, my kids, and then I was feeling like it was getting upward spiral. I ended up signing a pretty big contract at Edmonton, and then once I got back out there, like my personal life issues kind of got back to spiraling again, and I mean, then it was just like football was just like not going well. You know what I'm saying? My team started off 0-8. It wasn't really like I got into a lot of drinking and just smoking and coping, doing a lot of things, just trying to get over the hump of what was going on at home and what was going on there too, because there wasn't really no outlet. You know what I'm saying? Football wasn't really going well.
You've always used football for an
football
outlet.
was it was that one place I felt like
Safe.
Yeah.
Safe space.
It was one place where I felt like it was like, okay, for these 2 hours, this 2-3 hours, like I could just be here. I ain't gotta look at my phone. I ain't gotta scroll on no social media. I don't have to do nothing but just lock in. You know what I'm saying? And it was something that it's therapeutic, bro. Like it is therapeutic. I don't when I'm out there, I don't think about much else. You know what I'm saying? I'm free from a lot of things, and then I think became kind of toxic when I think about it for real, because it allowed me to not deal with a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So I was, living good. I had a high rise out there. I was having my way, and then ended up fracturing my rib. And the way it was set up, the team signed me to what's called like a 6-game, which at the time I didn't really know that was like a salary cap, more of a financial thing for the team rather than
part of your contract.
Part of my contract. The team ended up asking me to. They had some salary cap issues. They ended up asking me to take a pay cut. I refused it, and then I ended up having this. Basically, I had a season-ending injury.
That was after the ribs.
Yeah, that was a rib, but the ribs was like a 3-week thing. Like I was good after 3 weeks, but the way that the 6-game thing, we had 6 games left in the season, so it ended up being a season-ending injury. So to the outside world, it looked like I just got hurt and I had a season-ending injury, and it was like made it seem like my stats was low which I was leading the team in every category pretty much, which is insane to me, but that's neither here nor there. But so I basically was blackballed from the team, bro. Like couldn't go to practice, all the lifts and stuff. Like I would go to the lifts just to be around the guys, but it just wasn't the same. Like it was outside kind of thing. I work out by myself to kill time. I tried to stay on a regimen, but it was just like, I don't know if you ever been hurt, bro. Like,
come on now, you know how to.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like during the season when it's like you hurt, and it's just like, I don't know, it was low, it was bad.
It's because you almost feel like you're on the outskirts, kind of, you know.
Yeah, it's like you're a part of the team,
but they separate you from the team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, when you hurt. Yeah,
it was tough, bro. And I'm still, going through things at the crib, and it was like my one. In Canada, bro, you out there by yourself. I mean, you got your teammates and the dudes that you get cool with, but ain't no family.
Yeah,
you ain't going back to nobody. So I'm going back to my condo, bro, and it's just me.
Yeah.
4 walls, bro. I mean, got into drinking a lot, smoking, messing with women, bro. It was bad, bro. A lot of times crying, bro. Just crying. Just non-stop on the floor, bro. Just crying, trying to figure out how to just. It got to a place where I was more so like, let's just make it to go to sleep. Yeah, I just wanted to get to go to sleep, to just make it another day, bro. Because I had got to a place like that. Drinking, it wasn't even like a drinking to go out to drink. It was just like coming home and pulling me up 2-3 drinks and smoking a joint just to just, you know what I'm saying, survive, bro. That shit was a dark place. But thank God, like, for my family, bro, and my daughters, you know, my friends like you, and it gave me something to keep going for, you know what I mean? It started with selfish, you know what I mean? So I kept going, bro. I kept working out, which is crazy, bro. I kept working out because it's all I knew, you know what I'm saying? It's all I knew.
Football, bro. And you've been playing way longer than I have,
knew,
too,
because
man.
it's deep down in my heart, I felt like I was going to come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just going to be
because you always do, though. You always do.
Yeah, and it was like, it's going to be a part of my story. Just keep fighting. But I was tired, bro. And I remember, bro, because I didn't have my car up there. I lived 10 minutes subway ride from work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, thank God I did, because I was able to see, like, they got a lot of like drug problem out there downtown. I was like every big city, but in the subways you get to see like homeless people and
put life in a different perspective for you, show you how blessed you really are.
It did, bro. It was almost like thank God, like I was seeing that. Where it's like, even though I was living in a nice place, I live right downtown, so I was able to see people living on the street. You know what I'm saying? The people like, you know, off drugs and like just, you know, I'm just like, man, it could be worse. And I remember telling myself that all the time, like, it could be worse, But yeah, fast forward, bro. I ended up getting healthy. You know what I'm saying? We left. I came back to Houston, bro. Well, actually, I went to New Orleans for a while. I just needed to be around my family. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sorry, just always
recharge. So I went to New Orleans for a while, and then yeah, bro, came to Houston, kind of faced reality, and then I had a big bonus with a team that I was with in Edmonton. I had a big bonus in January because I had finally, because I was in the hole, bro. I had like, that was another thing too. Like, I was in a bad financial place, not because I was just bad with my money, just because like I owed my agent at the time, the person I was with. Like, we was like transitioning back to Houston, so I spent a lot of money doing that. It was just like a lot of money was going out. There wasn't a lot of money coming in.
Yeah. I can always be tough.
But I was like in a mode where I was like, all right, I'm just sacrificing, get my family straight. And I was on that type of time, so I wasn't tripping. And I always knew, like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? As long as they straight, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got a roof over their head or whatever. They got, you know what I'm saying? They be good. I know I can make the money. And this was my year to, like, this January just passed. Like, okay, now I'm like, everything, I'm even with everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now it's time for me to, like,
take care of yourself.
Get on. Yeah, like, so I was looking forward to that bread, bro. And yeah, I had kind of dug myself, like, being with my family, being back in Houston and shit like that, kind of worked me out a little bit. And then a week before I was supposed to get that bonus, I was actually in Dallas seeing my daughter Celia. And he called me a week before. And a week before I was supposed to get my check, bro, cut me. Yeah. And then so that's when I was like, wow, like, all the time, like, after how they had did me through that time, and to see how much how much I knew I meant to that team, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much I know that I was putting into that organization, and how much I was building it. Like, I still have people to this day that I talk to in Edmonton, bro. I was building a network at Edmonton. It was weird, bro, how they had did it, bro. But they kind of made it seem like they had like long-term interest in me. You know what I mean? It was weird how they had. And I think in that moment right there, I kind of started thinking about retiring. Because it was just like, I'm chasing the opportunity at this point. You know what I'm saying? To prove something. Yeah, and it's like this game ain't providing me no peace and love no more. Not the game, I should say. What comes with it? You know what I'm saying? I think that's the stuff that young guys should be prepared for. Prepare yourself to play that game. Because it's a game off the field. that a lot of people don't realize. You know, you gotta play that game off the field. You gotta understand where you at, where you stand, who feeding you, and who not. But who also cool with the people who feeding you, and how do you make those people like you? And that's how you keep a job, and that's how you keep having success. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, bro. It's not, the best players, the best football players are not playing NFL. It's no.
There's a lot of guys out there that are definitely in other leagues, or still trying to get. But
There's people sitting at their house.
So let's talk about that though, man, because there's a reason for that too, man. Obviously, there's a lot of politics that go into football too in these organizations. I don't ever want to bash an organization, any teams, or anything like that, But there's people out there that haven't played pro sports and don't know the politics behind it. You know what I'm saying? And even the business side of it, you can get messed over. And obviously, they're doing usually what they think is the best interest for the team. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I guess. Not to say that no coaches or organizations have made any decisions that they probably regret. You know what I'm saying? But usually that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? They're doing what's in the best interest for the team. And usually, we kind of look at it from a tunnel vision, point of view. And if you playing pro sports and you made it pro, then chances are you probably got the mindset that you the best guy on the field. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Or to even be in that situation.
That's a fact.
But sometimes this is a true, statement that you are the best in your position or the best offensive player or defensive player, on the field, and you still either get look past or you get messed over due to the politics of, the sport itself. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like you done kind of been through, the politicking, you know what I'm saying, of the sport or the sport in general or the field in general. And I think that's kind of also what plays a big toll in a lot of guys' mentally. Not only the fact that you put out into this game and they just snatch it from under your feet. Again, like we're looking at it from a tunnel. That's somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? You got in your hands for real. You know what I'm saying? And man, I obviously I've been through it too. Way earlier in my career than I expected. But for somebody like you, man, that's been still going, man, because from the family that we made at U of H, our roommates, you know what I'm saying, 313 to the day we die, you know what I'm saying, we 313 for sure. So out of all four of us that were there, me, you, Elton, and Khalid, you're the only one that's still playing ball, you know what I'm saying? So you kept it going, you know what I mean? And with that being said, though, man, you played what? It's been 6 years now.
Yeah,
6 years playing ball.
6 years.
And you played with a bunch of teams now. You played a bunch of ball within those 6 years. But as far as the politicking, man, how I guess I just want to open the floor on just how you kind of feel about the politics of football and what is something that younger guys, again, should prepare for when they're going out there. You know what I'm saying? I know one huge thing that me and you talked about on both of our ends. Wish you would have played way more special teams.
Oh,
we know a bunch of guys that's still in the league right now due to special teams. You know what I'm saying? That's huge. But just kind of tell, again, there's gonna be some younger guys coming up in the game, man, or some pros that are just getting to the league. How do you feel about the politicking, and how do you feel about again, the position of being a college athlete going now pro, or even high school going now college? How do you feel about the politicking? What's kind of some cues or some tidbits that you can get the younger guys, man, on the politics and what they should expect in any organization or any level?
I think the very first thing I would tell guys, don't take it personal.
Right. It's business.
It's business.
Yeah, 100%.
And the quicker that, and it's weird.
The quicker you figure that out.
Yeah, it's weird because football is such a family-oriented sport. And you have to be. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And in order for you to be, you spend so much time with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it's hard for you to differentiate what parts of that industry Because it's an industry, it's a business. What parts of that is not business, and what parts is? And you gotta be able to detach yourself from the business side of things and still build those relationships. So I think that's the biggest cue. And I think the next one is this, like I was saying before, understand where you stand. That was something that I signed as a free agent to San Francisco, and I just had this demeanor that, like, whatever, I'm still that guy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts. You got
and there's nothing
bro.
wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to be able to kind of like, when you're in that type of position, you still gotta play the game.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like even when you do deep down know you're that guy, understand that you gotta make sure that you still carry yourself in a place where it's like, because other people not seeing that. So you gotta be careful, like, you're not rubbing the wrong people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes confidence does that. And certain people, you shouldn't care. But some people, you should.
Because you're not in that position just yet. So really you're talking about more so, because obviously it's levels to everything.
It's diplomacy.
Yeah, facts. But it's levels to everything. So obviously if you create value, especially I know in the NFL, about how much money they're really paying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. If they putting bread into you, you know you good. So
yeah, you gotta know. You gotta know where you at. And you gotta know where you trying to go. Getting a clear image of where you at and where you trying to go, and what's in your way, and who can help you get to where you're trying to go. And how do you get on the right side of the person who can help you where you're trying to go. So like politicking is shitty when you're on the other side of it. 100%, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're on the other side of it, it's like, that shit fucked up. Yeah. Can't do this and this and this and that. But when you're on the good side of it, it's like, keep a job.
Comfortable, good.
Keep me paid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's people right now, bro, who have jobs right now just because they're somebody else's, they're somebody's guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what rosters is in the NFL, bro. It's somebody who's like, it's just like if I had a business and you knew how to do a job that I needed on my team and I had already worked with you already, like I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, fact. It's the relationships built too.
Right, and it wouldn't like training camp come around, like, yeah, this guy's playing better than you, but I don't know this guy. I don't even really like this guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there shouldn't be any emotion in it, but you tend to see that a lot in the
because the margin of error, especially in the NFL, is so small. So even if like a guy's playing better than you, even if we cut this guy, or even if we cut you, it's not going to be that much of a drop off. And on top of that, it's like 100 other guys that will want to do exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, 100%. So
you put guys in those positions to make those decisions, and they understand that they have the leverage. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as a player, but that I didn't realize until I actually got a second to step out of it and introspect, like from an outside point of view, what my situation was. Like, yeah, you gotta understand where you at. And sometimes you gotta politic a little bit. You gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Play the game within the game.
Yeah, you gotta play the game off the field too. You gotta make people like you. You gotta make sure the right person like you. And that's something that I would tell young guys: make the right person like you. Be a great player, because when you get your moment, that's all you really. As a professional athlete, all you're asking for is opportunity.
Yeah, facts.
Because this guy, like I don't know who the tight ends was at the Rams. Like, that guy's not that much better than you, but he just got a better opportunity than you.
Facts.
So as professional athletes and as athletes and whatever, all you're doing is asking for a better opportunity to be able to showcase the abilities that you know they have, that they know you have. Because if they didn't know you had them, they wouldn't have brought you there. Yeah, and that, when you get to that high of a level, they're just looking for a reason to cut you. They're not even looking about your good qualities and, like, when you park ball, middle school, high school, they're looking for, okay, what this guy do?
Yeah.
Oh, he can do that. That's why you see guys in high school playing 5 different positions. Because because I want to know, I want to see how much this guy can do. I'm not really highlighting his flaws.
It's also to create that value for yourself too. The
That
more
too.
valuable you are, you know what I'm saying, the better off you are too. With more opportunities, the more valuable you are.
Exactly. So that's an aspect of like you as a player.
Mm.
But as a like a personnel guy, if I got two guys who are just like neck and neck, and I'm just like looking at how this guy eat breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, literally. Like, how does guy eat breakfast? How does he socialize with his teammates?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is he more of a to a sub guy? Is he a team guy?
Mm.
Like, they got to get all the way down to like how you tie your like they're paying attention to your everything, bro.
It's crazy you say that because I know for a fact NFL they take so much information on you. Like they go back to
bro, because it's this small.
They
bro.
go back to social media and what you posted back then. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy the investigations that they do when they find out who this guy is.
That they investigate the same stuff they investigate, the same stuff they ignore too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the same stuff they'll highlight.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Depending on who that person is or what type of relationship they got.
Yeah. Some things like
we'll look past that.
Yeah. Or this guy, we can't have him.
Yeah.
He does. We gotta get somebody else. But deep down, it's because this dude I just don't like this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe this guy is not in my face, and maybe he's not stroking my ego enough. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes that. Like maybe this guy is just not coming in my office and saying hi. Or when I try to talk to him, he's not. I try to small talk with him, and that one time we was in a caf, and he just didn't give me the conversation I was looking for.
Mm.
He didn't talk about my accomplishment enough. Like he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, man. It's a lot of egos. It's a lot of people who really just incompetent, to be honest. If I'm being real, there's a lot of people that work in football that are just like friends of the coaches that got the job. So they got the job, and they're not really the best candidate for the job. They're just capable of doing it.
They got another opportunity. They came back down to opportunities.
Yeah. I worked with this guy before. We might have worked in college. We was GAs in college or some shit. So now it's like, okay, this guy, all right, bro. I just got this head coaching job, bro. You can be my guy.
Yeah. Gonna go call your friends, your homies.
Yeah, bro. That's all the NFL is, bro. That's all. I don't even say NFL. College. You know what I'm saying? Like college, pros, whatever league.
Well,
it's grimy. But that's what I'm saying, bro. If you're the guy who's somebody, if the right person likes you, it don't matter if everybody else hates you. You just got to be able to find the right person like you. And make sure you don't bite the hand that feeds you. And you're going to have a job for a long time. You'll be able to play for 10, 12 years. And then it's like those top heavy guys where it's like Aaron Donalds, the Aaron Rodgers, you know what I'm saying? Saquon Barkley's.
You can't deny it at that point.
That's the, like, you know what I'm saying? Justin Jefferson's of the world.
Yeah. You just can't deny it.
I don't care what that guy does.
Yeah, that's my guy.
I don't care what that guy does. I don't care if all y'all don't like him.
Yeah. He's the guy.
You know, the Tyreek Hill, that's different.
That's when that talent speaks for itself too, and it's also based on the history they have in the game too. You know what I'm saying?
They don't find every excuse to make every excuse for you.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you free agent, late round pick,
imagine the
not really vesting in you like that.
Imagine the heirs.
You just
it's small.
You just right now until you prove yourself not to be
your body, pretty much. Yeah.
And that's just that's the business that we work in. So it's like can't take it personal. You just gotta make the right person like you. And that's something that I did not. I was so focused on just being a great receiver.
Yeah.
And I thought that would carry me. But no, it's like you can be so great and be on the sideline.
That's facts.
Or be at your house. That's why I keep telling people the best people, the best players are not playing in the field, bro. They're not, bro. You went to high school with players that you probably was like, damn, bro, I ain't gonna lie, me and bro was like that. Like, bro was like that in high school.
Yeah.
And he ain't make it past high school. Why? You didn't get the opportunity to. And you did. That's not your fault.
I was saying sometimes, so what it also comes down to too, off the field, things as far as, especially in school, whether it's league or it's college picking up high school players, the league picking up college players, they come down to, grades and again, how competent you are as well. Yeah. They don't need no dummies around, they organization.
I didn't see some things. They don't care about them grades, bro. They care about them grades, but they don't care about them. If they want you bad enough,
yeah, they're gonna get past it.
They break the rules to get you in there, bro.
That's facts too.
They'll change some. They'll call some people. Trust me.
But obviously, there's also guys that have to go that JUCO route. It's like, hey, bro, your grades are way too low, and
Right. Well, some people just not savable.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But some people are like, all right, man, I could.
Bro, say savable. That's
if I
crazy.
could like fix this, I get this teacher to do
You
this.
can tweak this here, tweak this here.
Make sure he get this on the ACT. If I can call a couple people here to make sure he get this, we get him in.
Yeah. That moves some.
He gets to college, he don't have to go to class. We it's that, bro. Trust me. So it's like, and this other guy says like, oh, you missed the class, you ain't playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, bro. It's a lot of people trying to make this stuff right too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I stuck my neck out for this guy. I have to be right.
Yeah.
Or the dude that's over who feed me gonna be like, I put all these strings and did all this for this.
Yeah. This what you brought to me? Yeah. Facts.
Like, I'm pretty sure you've seen that. Oh, you've seen that way too much. There's a lot of people in personnel and coaching who are trying to make themselves right. So I can have a guy backing him up that's playing better than him, but I gotta make this guy right. We're gonna get him right. And that's why you see like guys who draft in the first round, it's like they keep getting opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. There's somebody trying to be right.
About putting that money into that player per se. Yeah. We've already spent all this money on him, so it don't really matter about how many balls he dropped. This guy catches everything.
We need to put wax on his hands. We need to stretch his shit. We need to do what? Strength staff. We need all hands on that. We gotta get
wax on the hands is crazy, but I knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's all that.
Oh man, that's
all that. And that's no pun intended. I'm just saying, like,
no, facts. That's literally how it is, though.
That's literally how it is. It's like
the truth of it.
What we need to do to fix really what we got wrong.
Yeah,
you feel me?
You can't make too many mistakes, man. Your mistakes are way different. But again, it depends on who you are. Coming into the game as well, man. Yeah, we two guys just really telling them how it is or whatnot. But okay, well that's you. I still I got so much to say about that, but it's
it's a big topic, bro.
It is.
It's a big topic, and I think guys,
I might have to open something else up. You know what I'm saying, for this topic for real. I might have to.
Yeah, bro. Because it's a topic that I think will help a guys too in that transition. Understanding, okay, not because you hear that all the time, like the game will end, like make the most of it while you got it. Prepare yourself for transition of it, but you cannot prepare yourself even if you start a whole company. Like it's guys who have committed suicides, who had it multi-successful non-profits, who had businesses that were prospering, who had families, bro, with kids, bro, killing themselves. It's not about. It's not so. Yeah, it is about having something else to go to. Yeah, that helps, but it's not. It's bigger than that, bro. You have to understand either within yourself who you are. You know what I mean? Like the real reason why you get up, the real reason why you have to be grateful, the real reason why you really got to get your spirit in a place of like that. Football is just a thing that I do.
And it's not who I am.
It's not who I am. It's a vehicle that brought me into places and brought me into rooms and created me a platform and then helped me. It's only those truths, bro, that kept me alive, bro. If I'm being 100% transparent, bro, only those truths, and it's just like people in my ear, like my moms, like my aunts, my family, reminding me of that.
Of who you really are, type. Like
me not even really knowing. I like even right now, sitting here, I don't know how this gonna go.
Yeah.
But I do know that, like, God don't let nothing fall out of place. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nothing happen out of place. Don't allow things to happen to you that's not progressively working for your good.
There's a reason for everything.
So in the midst of me being confused, it's almost like I'm resting in that place of like, I know I got these cards to play. I'm gonna play them.
Mm-hmm.
But some people don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
So I've talked about that too, having a belief system, man. No matter what
Mm-hmm.
it is you're believing in, belief system is huge, and belief system is what keeps people grounded. Here, I talked to Burner on the first episode.
Mm.
And I know I give him a bunch of shout outs, man, but I talked to Burner on the first
He
episode, and we were
wise,
talking
bro.
about spiritual warfare every day. And because everybody goes through it,
Yeah.
whether you see it or
He's
not,
been through some
whether
things.
you know it or not, whether you see it or not, but everybody goes through spiritual warfare on a daily. So with you not having a belief system in place,
Yeah, bro.
it's almost like going to battle with no sword or shield. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
It's just
That
like
should
eating,
kill
bro.
you.
It's like eating.
That should kill you,
Yeah,
bro.
like it's like if you don't feed your spirit, bro, it's like eating, bro.
Yeah,
It's
getting
like
those right
eating.
nutrients. Yeah.
It's like eating. It's like, bro, you got to use your body every day.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta eat some food to replenish the things that you put out. So every day you go out, you putting out something spiritually in the world, energetic vibrations. You putting out into the world. So naturally, the things that you put out, you have to replenish yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's important to spend time on that. And that's what something that I think saved my life, bro. I wake up every day, meditate, and I pray.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to because that's the place I had got to, where it was like nobody else to talk to, bro. Like,
And I think
it was
honestly,
nobody else to talk
as
to.
bad as it sounds, that's also a great place to be in, though.
Nah, and I think in the time when it's all like comes together and things are, I'm on the other side of this, I'm gonna say that exact same thing. But honestly, other than that, it was just like, what else you gonna do? You gonna crash and fall apart,
You don't come to me.
or you gonna put your faith in me and rely on me? Like, what you gonna do?
Almost like you forced to hang. You know what
I'm
I'm
sitting here
saying?
looking at my kids, looking at my little sister. I'm looking at the people who didn't put so much time and effort into me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was like, all right, let's just make it to go to sleep. Feel down, pray. Gotta smoke your drink, smoke. Need a drink, drink. Whatever you gotta do. Cancel that place, bro. But at the same time, at that whole time, I knew I can't keep doing this. Can't keep doing it. So I had went sober like November last year. So 40 days. I started fasting. And yeah.
Felt a lot better.
Felt a lot better. Now like when I have a drink, I don't have 20.
Mm.
I just have one.
Have you said 20?
Bro.
It was like that?
Bro. I would go
I wish you would have been able to call me, bro.
I would go sit at like Cactus restaurant in Canada called Cactus Jack.
Bro, I wish you would
I
have
would go
called me,
sit in
bro.
Cactus, bro, and have 5-6 margaritas by myself.
I wish you would have called me, bro.
Yeah, bro. And it was, and, like sometimes your brain will lie to you too, bro. Like, it'll lie to you, bro. It'll tell you things like, I ain't gonna pick up, boy. They don't really love me like that, or they don't care for me like that, or I'm in the world by myself. I'm the only one going through this. Like, or it make you start thinking like, hating the world. You know what I'm saying? Just
And that's where
hating
that mental
people,
health.
feeling like people are against you. Everybody's somebody did you wrong. You know what I'm saying? And did you foul, and it had you thinking like everybody like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And had you wanting to be like, all right, forget it. I'm gonna be like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's when that depression hits, bro. Bad. When you have to feel like you have to force yourself to be someone that you're not.
You really not.
Yeah. And that's what it was for me. Like I had started being a person that I was like,
You ain't even recognize no
it's not
more.
even me. It's not even something I do. It's not how I treat people. So then I just set everything down, like everything. I'm talking to women, I'm taking no nothing. Like, all right, bro, we just gonna face it. That shit was tough. Cause it was like, all right, ain't nobody to talk to kill this time. Ain't nobody I could call to come pull up and kick you with me for a few hours. So I ain't gotta sleep by myself. Right. I ain't about to go ahead and just get drunk until I fall asleep or whatever. Like, nah. Sit right here. write it down, journal, pray. Like, it'll be a lot of times I just be like just weeping, crying, and I just see, like, God, I don't even know what to say. Help me. Like, it be like that. God like that, bro. But like I said, it made me stronger, bro. It made me understand the positive side of solitude. At first, I used to call it loneliness. I really use lonely now. I don't even use lonely anymore. I just call it a solitude, place of self-reflection. Self-reflection. It's the only time you really self-reflect when you're really alone. Because there's nobody to, you can't decide for nobody when you're by yourself. Right? Who you friend for? So now you're looking, you feeling, and you thinking. And then I just learned to like detach myself from my thoughts. Understood that thoughts is not who I am. They just like,
they come and go.
Yeah, I don't have no control over them.
Yeah.
Well, you do have control of them, but not like as they flow. You have control over how you attach to them. And it just became that. Like, all right, I'm thinking this, I'm feeling this. How I'm feeling is valid. But how I perceive the way I feel is, you know what I'm saying? For instance, it's like, you know, for people like doing you wrong, for instance. Right? This has nothing to do with me. Like, this has all to do with them.
That's usually what it comes down to.
You know what I'm saying? It also has to do with me. The only thing that has to do with me is that I seen who they was. And did not act on what I seen. I didn't trust myself. So now it's like, okay, now I put the ball back in my court. I'm like, okay, how do I get to a place of self-control, of emotional intelligence to be able to feel love for a person or feel away for a person and be able to still stand on my boundaries?
So it also ultimately comes down to responses, how you respond to it.
It's all life is.
Yeah.
That's what you're preparing for. That's what the spiritual growth is for. That's why you eat well. That's why you sleep.
Responses.
So that you're able to respond the right way. So your body can do what it was made to do. If you don't do that, then it's like you just putting yourself behind an 8-ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you put yourself behind an 8-ball, if you're not preparing and equipping yourself with the tools that you need to navigate through life.
Yeah.
Because life is made to it's working in synchrony. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going through a rough time, it's preparing me for a good time. And if I'm going through a good time, it's making me I have to appreciate the good times because I understand what it was like when I had bad times. And the lessons that I had learned during my bad times are teaching me how to maintain and stay level-headed through my good times. That's why it's like the ebbs and flows of life will come, but you always gotta, that's why meditating is so good. That's why I picked up meditating, because it keeps you neutral.
And I ain't never really did it before. I ain't gonna lie.
Sure, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. And you've been doing it for a minute though. I remember you doing it in college a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like the meditation. I don't know if you went away from it and came back to it, but like I remember you doing it in college or whatnot. And I always think of monks when I think of meditation.
Yeah, Zen.
And that's Buddha, really the reason why
Buddhism is like where I started.
Yeah, and that's really the reason why they're so mentally tough. And you talk about mental.
They're detached, completely detached
from the body itself. Nah, facts.
That's all mental. Well, that's the only way you can respond. Because it's almost like I'm trying to look at a painting, and if you're all up in the painting,
you ain't see it.
That's why you notice when you go to like museums stuff, they have that barricade. I
so
mean, partially it's because of like
you don't steal it too.
You know what I'm saying? You see a line.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's because they don't want you to damage the artwork.
You don't touch them,
but the biggest part of it is like they don't want you to get too close. And it's like, I think that shit is powerful because that's life. You want to be just close enough to where that you can see it and experience it. You don't want to get too attached to things that you know come and go, even your life.
It's crazy you say that though, bro. Because I was you usually have to step back and again reflect. So I think that is huge when you're saying that was actually a hell of a metaphor, bro. Damn, just threw me for a loop. So obviously when you're up close, on a painting, you really can't see the beauty of the painting itself. But if you step back just like you do in life, and you reflect on what happened, or again, we talk about responses, what happened and how I can respond better the next time this comes, or what happened, and, you know, self-reflecting on even who you are as a person, you know what I'm saying? And seeing the beauty of who you really are as a person, or the way you respond in a certain situation. Like you said, you respond in situations where you feel like that wasn't really me.
Nah, yeah. I tell people all the time, like, I was not, like, a couple, like, years, bro. Even at U of H, bro, it's a lot of character flaws, bro. Just
we've had that conversation too.
Yeah, bro, a lot of character flaws, things, and I was a person that I was not proud of. And it was just not, for a lot of reasons. I mean, you can make excuses for it, and it's like that was who I was. I was doing what I thought was best at that time. And I gotta forgive myself for that. But at the same time, it's like, even in those moments, like, I look back, bro, and I do like what I call like a quick rinse. So like, I try to do my best to not dwell in the past, bro, because I learned, even now I still struggle with that, because like sometimes you sit in the past too long and it's like you go to thinking that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the only person that you is the person you is right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
so I made you with a metaphor. Talking about who I used to be or what I used to do. It's kind of like talking about an apartment I used to stay in.
Exactly.
I don't even stay there no more. So that shit is irrelevant. That shit is irrelevant as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm moved on. I'm in a whole totally different place. So I think that's
you gotta cut ties with it, bro.
Man, facts, man. Especially with the past, man. The past, you know, again, it's all lessons that you learn. But I just feel like another metaphor. I love metaphors. I'm not gonna lie to you. Another metaphor. When you're driving, bro, that rearview mirror, you know what I'm saying? It's small for a reason versus the windshield that's in front of you. The windshield is seeing the big picture and where you're going. If you keep looking in that rearview mirror, you fuck around and crash. You know what I'm saying?
And that's literally what it does when you look in the past. But yeah, bro, it's I think that too is like a lot going back to like my football journey. I started like, okay, like one of my biggest things in the new year was kind of like, you know, like ego. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really playing for?
Yeah, the purpose, the who, why.
What are you really playing for? You know what I'm saying? And I think when I washed away the ego, like I was reading a book. It said like the way that you basically stay in the present and make good decisions is like you basically, you understand how you feel and you see how you feel. One, you validate them, and two is like you ask yourself, if I didn't feel like this, if I didn't feel these feelings, would I still do it? You know what I'm saying? And like, I thought about that. Like, I was like, that resonated with me, because I'm like, bro, if I didn't feel the need to like prove myself, like, would I still be playing football? You know what I mean? Like, what else am I really trying to prove? You know what I'm saying? What else am I really trying to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for an opportunity or am I running from something? And that's become what a lot of guys is, you know what I'm saying? That reality of life, people running from it and shit like that. But I mean, man, I could go on and on about that. That's like, but yeah, bro, you gotta spend time with yourself, bro. In a place where, you know, it's just you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else. Because I got to a place where nobody else could save me, bro. Like nobody else, like nothing my mama said, nothing nobody, like nothing. Because you get to a place where you like, yeah, I'm good.
You just telling people you're good.
Yeah.
That's
what are you
often,
gonna?
that's
You
often
get
time.
like, what
How
are
you
you
gonna
gonna
help
do?
me? Yeah, how you gonna really?
It really was nothing that nobody else could do for me, bro.
Yeah.
Because it was nothing that I felt like like it was stuff that people would say that made me feel worse. Because I already knew.
You telling me something
You're telling me something I already know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even that I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm literally down and out. I can't even respond like that right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, going through that time, I got a whole different respect for people, bro. A whole different respect for just like life, bro. People who are older.
And
like I understand, bro. As I get older, I understand how people say respect your elders and like
they've been through it.
Your mom, you know, you hear talking to old heads and they be like, keep on living.
In fact, this life shit ain't easy, bro.
Keep
It
on
don't
living,
come with
bro.
no manual. It don't come with no
I tell my little
instructions.
sister that all the time, bro. I'm like, all right,
Keep living. Yeah.
You gonna see, because it's like, yeah, it's all the, you know, the gems that you know people tell you, you hear them.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit, my mama tell me like, I can go on about things. You know what I'm saying? From like, you know, every penny count. Make sure you know what I'm saying, you know it's your money, or to like
take care of your chickens.
Take care, you know, maintaining how you live and making sure that you do certain things a certain way. And
not living
being
beneath your means.
self-sufficient. Like you think like, bro, why she bugging me like that? Like why she ship me like, you know what I'm saying?
You think you got it at the time. You think you got it at the time.
When life's smacking you, you know what I'm saying? And all you can do is really just sit back and be like, all right, what do I do here?
Yeah.
All right, bet. And then all of a sudden, like, bro, I ain't called my mama so much until I got grown. Just off of the strength of just like, you remember that one thing you told me? Like, he went that one more time.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
you warned me about this. I'm sorry I didn't listen at first. But what you said?
Bro, I ain't just my mom. Like, just little gems.
Trying to give you a game.
Old heads. I be,
Trying to give
you know,
you
you sit with your
real.
pops or whatever, and you with his homies, and they give you, you know what I'm saying, and y'all just kicking the jokes, and they telling you different little situations, and they talking about, you not really listening. My pops used to tell me all the time, bro, make sure you check in with your partners.
Yeah.
And I regret that so much. Every time, bro, I didn't went off, and I be playing different places and stuff like that. Maybe my partner's not playing, or we can't really check in with each other because they might have something going on. They might be in another city.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't understand the value of maintaining relationships with good people until I met people who ain't shit. And now I'm like, damn. You know? You're like, certain things you don't, and I think that's life. That's why life is a beautiful struggle, bro, because that's how it works. And sometimes that's why life happened the way it happened, bro, because it's an act of like, you know, the downs are actually preparing you for the ups, and the ups are actually preparing you.
You gotta know that too, for real.
Ups, but it's like you have to be in the moment, bro. I went to church this weekend, bro, and he said something that was so crazy, bro. He said a moment stops being a moment the moment it started being a moment.
All right, run that back to me.
So the moment stops being a moment, it ceases being a moment. The moment that you realize it's the moment. So think about, all right. So think about like, you'll be like driving, and you might say, look, what's a good example? All right, say you you had an inclination to get something. Like, I'm gonna stop at the store right now. I ain't gonna wait till like I'm gonna go grab some bread, right? Like, you got a hunch, you like, bro, I'll pass in the store right now, I'm gonna grab some bread, right? You're like, nah, I don't feel like that. I'm gonna get it later. And then later on that night, you hungry.
You want a sandwich?
I'm gonna make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I ain't got no bread.
Yeah. And I think like, damn, I ain't got no bread.
Yeah,
like, I want to make my sandwich. And then you be like, bro, I knew I should have stopped. Another thing old people be saying, bro.
Yeah.
Do thing.
When you think about it, yeah. Instead of waiting, don't wait, don't procrastinate. And I think procrastination is something that's huge in our generation too.
And that shit is like, bro, not even that, bro. Like, it's the moment. That's why being present is so important. Because the moment stops being the moment. The moment you realize the moment was the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like,
that's huge.
When you and that's another thing I wish I would have did, and I wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are you playing Chick-fil-A Peace Bowl? Are we playing NRG?
Well, you ain't even realize it.
One of the biggest stadiums in the country.
Yeah.
And we pack it out. We playing against the we playing against the top 5 team, bro. We playing against Baker Mayfield, like all these. We playing, bro. We eating.
Lamar Jackson, Baker.
We playing against Lamar Jackson, bro.
Dalvin Cook in the backfield,
bro.
You against what? Jalen Ramsey,
bro. Like, we playing in moments like that. We just
it was, and I swear, bro, it's crazy you say that because I promise,
Moments,
bro. I feel like even with the NFL, bro, my opportunity to play in the NFL, I was so stuck on I'm trying to get a job that it was like I didn't realize, like, bro, you in LA right now for the first time. You know what I'm saying? You're playing on an NFL team. Bro, you sharing you getting snaps with Jared Goff, you know what I'm saying, Robert Woods, Josh Reynolds, Cooper Kupp. You on the field with these guys.
You see
what
I'm saying? But the moment is.
But I wasn't taking advantage of the moment, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done went to Disney Studios, the Dodger Stadium. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you living a dream, bro.
And didn't even realize it, bro, because I was so stuck on getting a job. You know what I'm saying? So
you wasn't present. You was on the future.
Think about the future, bro. And I think that's, again, like, that was huge. The moment of the present in general, being focused on the present.
Because, you know, it's the thing. It's like, bro, and that was me. I was like, I gotta make it. I did do that. That was nothing. Like, I want to do.
But you're not realizing that's huge. What you just did was huge.
My mom be telling me, like, son, why you don't ever stop and take in what it is that you're doing? She telling me right now, you maybe need to go back and look at
what you've done.
Within
the small amount of time you've been
and
there.
Even doing that, bro. I kind of teared up, nigga, just looking back at pictures from college, just thinking about, like, how Cullen days was a blur. You know what I'm saying? Just like just thinking about all the crazy stuff we used to do in there. Like,
and they always told us, bro. The coaches always told us, bro, like, take full advantage of this shit.
It goes by like fast. Young athletes, bro.
It goes by fast, bro.
People say that, and I think this is how you weather that. Be present, bro. You have your dreams in mind, have what you want to do in the back of your mind, and pursue that in the present. I know that sounds kind of weird, but pursue your future in the present. Like, what can I do today
to get me?
That's gonna get me where ultimately I want to see myself in the future present moment, not in the future. You know, because I used to be thinking about, like, oh yeah, man, this house for these years. Nah,
I'm gonna take care of my mom.
I want to be able to live this. I want to at one point in my life, I want my present life to look like this. In a way that you do that, it's taking care of where you at right now. If I can give anybody that, because that's what I'm trying to get out of my life, is being like, all right, I ain't wasting no time on nothing pointless. Like, even my wasted time is purposeful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to be more. I'm really trying to get off scrolling. I got a little bad thing of scrolling right now, but I'm trying to get off of that and just being more like,
bro, social media the devil, bro.
Where I'm at and what I'm doing, bro.
Social media the devil.
It's hard, bro. And bro.
Stay off of that for sure.
But it's so weird because, like, we living in a world where we have to use it. Yeah. Well, now it's like, all right, now I got to figure out how to monetize this. I'm gonna be honest, like, so yeah, bro. But being present, bro, because the moments that's life. Like, that's life, bro. Right now, it's a moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we doing after that is a moment, and it don't become precious until you ain't got it no more. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that, like, you looking back at football, and, like, as I'm, you know, debating if I'm gonna keep playing and not keep playing, I'm like, now, like, I'm looking back at pictures, like, I remember that. Like, damn, I did run a good route right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or, like, man, we did play in a big game right there, and you start remembering, like, you know, you try to start appreciating stuff once it's gone. But just imagine if you had that, because then it was like, now that you present, it's like you have more gratitude in what you're doing, more focus in what you're doing, and you in that moment so where you can be who it is that you need to be in those moments because you there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't thinking about what's going on next, all your attention is focused on where you are. You'll maximize that moment.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But if you go to thinking about, you know what I'm saying?
Too far in the future.
Too far in the future or in the past. Yeah. You'll be right. Stuff will be passing you right by your face. You know what I'm saying?
There's a quote too, man, I got, man. I'm gonna put it at the end of this video for the credits, but there's a quote. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I'm gonna definitely put that on there. I'm gonna figure it out. But okay, so it's crazy you did that, man, because usually, you know, I ask, you know, what's the message you got for the people, but it all kind of, you know, correlated and went into it. Man, so tell everybody where they can find you on social media, man.
My Instagram is That's Hercules. It's Hercules spelled with a K, 2 underscores. Twitter is just Hercules spelled with a K.
Okay.
But I got some things on the way, man. I got some things on the way. I'm about dropping a little brand.
Okay.
I got some other ventures that I'm doing. So definitely tap in with me, follow me on there. Keep me posted. Probably gonna make a decision on my career here soon. So I love for y'all to tap in on that. And I'm really gonna get kind of heavy on social media, bro. I'm trying to went to the gym and try to record my workout today. It look awkward as hell, but
We're gonna get to it.
we're
Though.
gonna
I
get
ain't
to it.
worried
We're working
about
on it.
that.
But you know what I'm saying? Y'all stay tuned, man.
No,
We're gonna do a lot more telling our stories, and I think we in a phase of our lives now to give back to people that give back to people and just give, bro, in every capacity that we can. Really, I really want to get into that more, bro. Just like giving, bro, whether that be knowledge, whether that be time, whether that just be, of something monetary. But yeah, man, that's what we on now. That's what we on, man. Wellness, spiritually, mentally, physically. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to be good fathers, man.
Nah, facts.
And just
Big facts,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? Being good people, bro. So in this sick world we live in.
Cause it's a sick one, man. It's a sick one, man. But like always, bro, I appreciate you for being on, my
You
boy.
know it.
Appreciate you for being on, my boy. And hey, man, until next time, man, it's your host, Mello Brooker, and with another episode of Athlete Aftermath.
Peace.
We out. Peace.